Hello, I'm Ben Miller, and I'm the author of The Boy Who Made the World Disappear, which is a story about a rather bad-tempered 8-year-old boy called Harrison who goes to a birthday party, kicks off, and instead of a balloon, the party organiser gives him a black hole on a piece of string. I thought I'd read you a little bit of the story, and then we'd have a quiz. The quiz is called Black Hole or Balloon. Okay, so here's the story. This is from the end of the party when Harrison is about to go home. Have you got a balloon for Harrison? His mother asked Shelley, the party organiser. Oh yes, said Shelley. Something flickered in her eyes. I've got a very special balloon for Harrison. Just wait here 1 minute. She disappeared into the kitchen, closing the door behind her. There was a whizzing sound, as if something was being put in a blender. Then, bang! The kitchen door blew clean off its hinges, sailed across the hall, slammed against the opposite wall, and clattered to the floor. There, framed in the doorway, was Shelley. Her suit was covered in soot, and all her pink hair was on end. In her right hand was a piece of string, and floating at the end of it was a weird black circle. Are you okay? Asked Harrison's father. Here's your balloon, Harrison, said Shelley, tying the string to his wrist. Oh, that's very kind of you, said Harrison's mother. My pleasure, said Shelley. He deserves it. Harrison reached out his hand, took hold of the string, and pulled the balloon towards him. It was pitch black, like a piece had been cut out of the universe. He blew at it to see if it bobbed backwards like a balloon should, but instead it loomed ever so slightly closer. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Shelley warned. In fact, best not to touch it. Harrison gave her a quizzical look. In case it pops, said Shelley, smiling a big, innocent smile. Well, what do you say, Harrison? Asked his mother. Thank you, said Harrison, politely. You're most welcome, Harrison, said Shelley, with a glint in her eye. You're most welcome indeed. Okay, so now it's time for our quiz. Oh dear, just dropped my tablet. Our quiz is called Black Hole or Balloon. So here we go. See how many of these you can get right. First question. Muse have written a song about it. The band Muse have written a song about it. Black hole or balloon? The answer is, of course, Black Hole. Muse wrote a song called Supermassive Black Hole. And incidentally, there is a supermassive black hole at the centre of every galaxy. There's one in the middle of our very own Milky Way. Second question. Used in a Simpsons episode to transport Homer to another dimension. Balloon or black hole? The answer is, of course, black hole. Black hole transported Homer to another dimension in an episode of The Simpsons. Question number 3. Discovered by Michael Faraday in 1824. Balloon or black hole? Discovered by Michael Faraday in 1824. The answer is, of course, balloon. The balloon was discovered in 1824. The black hole was discovered somewhat more recently. This is, yeah, see how you get on with this one. Controlled by gravity. Black hole or balloon? Controlled by gravity. Black hole or balloon? The answer is, of course, both. Did you get that right? A black hole is a sort of, well, basically a very, very massive object that's collapsed on itself. and is therefore controlled by gravity. A balloon is also controlled by gravity, as is pretty much everything on the Earth. It can be tied into the shape of an animal. Is that a black hole or a balloon? It can be tied into the shape of an animal. For example, a swan. I've often seen those. The answer, of course, balloon. Sorry. The answer is balloon. A balloon can be tied into the shape of an animal. Known to slowly evaporate. Black hole or balloon? Known to slowly evaporate. The answer is, of course, black hole. In fact, the black hole in my story, the black hole that Harrison is given, does slowly evaporate. And in fact, that means Harrison has a bit of a race against time, because if he wants to get out of the black hole, all the things that he loves, that he ends up putting in it, he has to move pretty quickly. In my story, the black hole evaporates pretty quickly, but in real life, black holes evaporate very slowly. And while we're on the subject, the theory of how black holes radiate was the work of a very famous cosmologist you may have heard of called Stephen Hawking. The very centre of it is called a singularity. Black hole or balloon. Its centre is called a singularity. The answer is, of course, black hole. A black hole has a singularity at its centre. And finally, used in the film The Wizard of Oz for the wizard to escape the Emerald City. Black hole or balloon? The answer is, of course, a balloon. The wizard escapes the Emerald City in a hot air balloon at the end of the film, The Wizard of Oz. Well, I hope you enjoyed the quiz. I hope you enjoyed that little reading from The Boy Who Made the World Disappear. And please do look out for the book. And maybe even go crazy, download it, have a little read of it. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Bye for now.